Hello, imaginary friends. You can't see my face today. Don't worry, it's still me. You should be able to recognize the voice. But the reason you can't see my face is because I'm talking about my planner. I'm going to do a series of several posts because we're about to be at New Year's. And I know a lot of y'all are working on New Year's resolutions or getting a planner or starting a planner, being more organized this year. And I wanted to go ahead and give you some tips and tricks on how to do that. This is all just how I do it, my opinions. So take it or leave it for what it is. This is my planner for this year. This is not the cover that actually went with what's going to be inside of here or the rings. These are from my planner last year. But the company I use, the Happy Planner, which does these cute little ring ones, all of their large size planners this year were just awful. Like, they had pretty rainbow, you go girl, like fun, inspirational ones in the smaller size, like I think it's the 9 ring size, so like this big. But I don't like the smaller size. I like the big size. A lot of times they'll have the same planner, or in previous years, they've had the same planner in different sizes. This year, for some reason, they didn't do that as much, so I had to get a super boring planner. The cover it originally came with was this, and it has these like mauve rings, and this I like nothing about this, so I took it off. The insides, as you can see when I open this, the month labels are super boring. They're all October colors. Like, this whole planner is in fall colors, and I want rainbow colors. I want these colors. So that's why I added this, and I put this pocket here that matches the cover and the rings, and that's why I added all this in. This one is from last year because I had 2 weeks left in last year before the new one started. So this is the planner I got. Why did I get this planner? I like the days. I like to have a calendar, and I like the days to be in this straight up and down format so that I can just make a list of everything I want to do on that given day. So what kind of planner do you need? That's the questions you have to be asking yourself. And there's a lot of like different questions that you need to explore before you can come up with that answer. The first thing is, do you want this to be digital or do you want it to be analog? I like analog. I like something I can write in, that I can put stickers in, that I can interact with on a physical level. That makes me feel more committed to the things I'm writing down. When I put something just on a list online or on my phone, I don't care about it as much. That's me personally. A lot of people are really good with digital. If you want to do digital, there are lots of like planners and programs. You can make your own. You can do a Google Doc. You can do whatever you want. And there's a lot of options digitally. I like analog. There are a lot of options analog. So, how much space do you need is another really important question. Do you need something that's just going to be an overview? Like, could you get by on just the calendar part? So, could you just get something that looks like this and just write doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, pick Billy up from soccer practice? Like, would just a calendar, like a regular run-of-the-mill wall calendar, be enough for you? Because if that's enough, if all you want is the high-level overview, then you can do that. This is just about making your life easier, and if you don't need extensive lists, you don't need extensive lists. That's fine. If you need something more, if you're like me and you want to like make these huge lists, like keep all your appointments, make these lists, stick on some stickers, then you're going to want something bigger than just like a regular desk calendar or a wall calendar. Does it need to go with you everywhere you go, or can it stay at the house? In my case, I like both. So this stays at the house. This almost never leaves my home. This would only leave my home maybe if I was going on vacation or like taking it over to somebody else's house to show them something specifically related to this. Like if I was doing a life coaching thing and I wanted them to see mine, I might take it. But I like having something to carry around with me, so I use a bullet journal as well. And so in my bullet journal, I sometimes put just like little mini lists of like, these are the things you have to do today before you do anything else. And I like put them in here with my journaling and stuff like that. And things that I want to take with me, like here's all my weightlifting stuff. So I do the weightlifting either at the gym or in my bedroom, and I need to keep a record of it. I don't want to keep that in my planner, so I keep it in here. There are a lot of reasons why having two is kind of a bad idea, but this works for me right now. A lot of people use a bullet journal as their planner. You can go on Pinterest or just on the internet in general and type in bullet journal calendar, bullet journal weekly, bullet journal, something like that. And a lot of people will do a thing where they draw out a calendar in here. They do their own little list. You can use stickers to put all that in. So you can have your bullet journal be your planner and your journal. I have it separately. So I have planner and then journal. But you can do that however you want. You just have to decide if it's portable or not. This one is not portable. This is way too big to go into my purse. Next question is, do you want this pre-made or do you want to make it yourself? I prefer pre-made. It's easier for me. Like, you already have the names, the dates. You don't have to figure any of that out. It's already pre-printed. The part where it becomes my own is I like adding stickers. I like coloring in here with colored pencils or using different colored pens to make it look all pretty and fancy. This is a page I've finished because this is the week that's coming up. But if we go to next week, you can see that this is a very plain planner. The only things I've done is put in some stickers for holidays. So how much do you want to make this your own? I like plain pages that I can decorate. You can get some planners that have all the decorations in them. It's like you just have to add in your information. Or you can go all the way down to the bullet journal where you hand draw in your calendars. And that's awesome. So you can do that any way you want to do it. Those are a lot of the things you need to think about when picking a planner. You want to pick a planner that you're going to use. So don't think, well, I would really like a huge one like Kitty that I can just, write all my stuff in, but my friend has a bullet journal and I want to be cool because all the cool kids have the bullet journals. Don't do that. Do the one that works best for you. If it's just some task lists on your phone, if it's a big old planner like this, if it's a wall calendar, if it's whatever it is, do the one that you're going to use the most, the one that's going to make sense for you. And it's okay if you try a couple things and it takes you a little while to figure out the format that you like. A lot of people don't find what they're looking for the first time around. That doesn't mean you're not good at planning. That means this system isn't good for you. So don't get discouraged. There are a lot of different ways to do this, a lot of different ways to organize your life, and do it any way you want. The most important thing to remember is this is supposed to make your life easier, not harder. If having a planner actually makes you more stressed out and makes your life more difficult, then maybe you don't need a planner. I find in most people's cases that isn't true. For most people, having a planner, even if it's just one you work on for 15 minutes a week, just jotting down some notes, just doing like a little to-do list that you can go back and look at, like how on the back of my task tracker, I do this. I put like just everything I can think of, anything that I could possibly think of that needs to be done in the next couple months, I can just throw in here. And then you don't have to remember stuff. And I have like this running grocery list. So like today I was like, oh, I'm almost out of cat litter. So I just write down cat litter and I just keep going with my day. And then when I'm ready to make my grocery list, I already have this stuff here. So it has to make your life better. It has to be a size that fits your needs. It has to either be portable if you need it to be portable, or stay home if you need it to stay home size. Do you want it to be digital? Do you want it to be analog, pre-made, or make it yourself? If you answer these questions, you'll probably be able to find a planner that works really well for you. And figure out how to use it to make your life better. The next video I'm going to do is about when are you going to use your planner. This is kind of important because if you want to get good at keeping a planner or a journal, you need to have consistency. Consistency doesn't mean every day. It means consistency. And so in the next video, I'm going to talk about what that means and maybe help you figure out what sort of schedule would be best for you. Okay, see you tomorrow.